Hello and welcome back to the channel. We're here today doing a Christmas build, which is very over the top and kind of garish, but I love it. I have had this build waiting to have a recording, like a voiceover done, for approximately 2 weeks, and it is now Christmas Eve and I am recording this voiceover and hopefully posting this video on Christmas Eve. But we'll see what happens. It might be Christmas Day, but I also have a second video that I do voiceover for, which is for Christmas Day, so that'll be fun. But yeah, so very much excited obviously for Christmas in general. Well, I say that, I personally kind of over Christmas right now because it's stressful. It's so much more fun when you're a small person, so if you are a child, please enjoy Christmas. For the rest of us who have to be grown-ups and pay bills and things and buy all the presents for everyone, so much stress there. And so far, the first gift that I've received was from Mother Nature herself. Thanks! Just what I need at Christmas time is stomach cramps and all the stuff that comes along with that. So it's been a bit of a schmeh day on that part. Did last minute Christmas shopping, which also, you know, was stressful. Lots of things, lots of people. Had like 25 people to buy presents for, and it was boyfriend's birthday like 5 days before Christmas. So there was all that to buy for as well. Whew, it's been a lot. And then tomorrow, well, I say tomorrow, I mean on the day that is Christmas, there will be family people coming around, and we'll be doing Christmas dinner for the first time in our new house, which is exciting and stressful at the same time. So, wish me luck, send help. But I hope that anyone listening to this is having a fabulous Christmas season time and Christmas in general. And if not, then I hope this video is at least enjoyable for you to watch whilst you do whatever it is that you're doing around this time, because obviously not everyone celebrates Christmas, so, you know, happy typical day to all those people who are just like, why are you all so stressed? And then Merry Christmas to anyone who does celebrate. And belated Happy Hanukkah, because I know that was a thing recently. Should have done a Hanukkah build, but as we can see, I'm disorganised enough and didn't get my Christmas builds out when I planned to. Oh yeah, I have like 45 minutes of voiceover to do, I think, or around that, and I just don't feel like doing it, but I am, so suffer along with me, yay. On this house I do a lot of like faffing around and everything changes multiple times. I tried to do a Christmas scheme on the inside at one point, like as in colour scheme wise, and then I was like, nope, not working. Also, if you wanted to turn this into a typical house afterwards and get rid of all the Christmas decorations, it should probably make sense colour wise. So I do change all of it to be sort of more normal. I say that, and then I remember that the bedroom in the master bedroom is like modern and green because I tried to use the seasons furniture. Went all a bit weird. Originally this house was going to be a traditional house as well, because it was a house that I saw on Pinterest, and I was like, oh, that looks like it would make a really cute Christmas house, and then I was going to make all the interior traditional, and that just didn't happen. It became modern in places and not in other places. I don't really know. I don't know what happened with this house. It went a little bit mental. It was mostly to use Christmas stuff from the seasons pack and from the holiday things, but this obviously I built like weeks before the new holiday stuff's come out, which came out recently, I think in the last week, where you get like the Yeti costume and things, which I haven't actually played with, so that'll be fun to look into and use in a build somewhere maybe. But by then it won't be Christmas anymore. It'll be way after, so I don't know, we'll see what happens. I think I'm technically still finishing off the other build, so maybe I'll use some stuff in there tonight and panic voiceover either tomorrow or the day after. So that'll be fun. And my house has been multiple times turned upside down and cleaned and organised and cleaned, and I kind of have a dining room. It's not decorated, but it has a table in it and it has chairs in it, and it's ready enough for Christmas dinner, so that'll be interesting. And yeah, I'm tired. I'm really tired, and very much excited for, I'm going to say the 27th, because obviously the 25th, which is tomorrow, woo, is Christmas Day. Fun times. It'll be fun, but I will be tired. And then there'll be Boxing Day, which will be fun, but I will be tired. And then there'll be the 27th where there's nothing and I can sleep and hibernate, and that'll be lovely. And then on the 28th, my family come back again from visiting people in Yorkshire, like my family who live in France normally will be here visiting us. So that'll be fun, but again, I won't be able to sleep. Yay! But, you know, that's okay. And I don't know if I've mentioned this in a video already or not, but I was diagnosed with chronic fatigue. Fun times for Christmas, hey! And for anyone who doesn't know what that is, I'm tired all the time for no reason, and I'll do things that normal people do and get really exhausted for a long period of time and have a long recovery time. So that's fun. But it explains a lot about my life in general and what's been going on. So at least I have answers. Yay! Yeah. Sorry, I'm totally just brain malfunctioning right now and trying my best to be human, and I struggle with that most days, so yeah. And I don't know whether I should talk about the build, whether I should talk about Christmas, because Christmas is stressful, and yeah, that's been going on. Shopping for people is fun but stressful because I don't have money, so that's why it's stressful. But I want to buy people nice things because I want to be like, look at how well I know you, look at the things I got you because I know you. Which sounds slightly creepy when you say it in that tone, but you know what I mean. You want to show people that, like, I love you enough that I pay attention and these are the things that you enjoy. Or at least that's me. That's what I like to do. And yeah, so that's been pretty interesting, but I'm starting to think next year I don't want to do Christmas because it's stressful and expensive, and I'd rather try a different holiday. I don't know what one. Yule sounds pretty cool, the Viking version of Christmas, which we got a lot of our traditions from because we're thieves in the Western culture. But yeah, I was thinking maybe just like go on holiday so I have the excuse that, oh, I'm not even in the country, sorry, I forgot, whoops. I know Christmas happens at the same time every year, but it just slipped my mind. That would be pretty good, but I also don't think that is going to happen. And Sean loves Christmas, so I suppose I should be like, yeah, Christmas for him. And he's been like super good during my time of tired. And yeah, so very, very grateful for him and him being a rock and not as much of a stress head as I am. So also very sorry for him for dealing with the fact that I am a stress head. But yes, I'll let you know obviously in a video soon about how my Christmas day actually went, and here's hoping it goes smoothly and I'm not like, hey, I've got some exciting stories for you guys, because I'd rather it just be a nice day and nothing bad happens. I'm not all about that juicy tea and content like lots of people are, where they're like, oh, this disaster's happened, let me record a video. Obviously they make good content because they're exciting to listen to and like, oh my god, what's gonna happen next? And sorry about all that noise, I don't know what's going on downstairs. I think he's rearranging the dining room again. But yeah, I don't want all that drama life right now. I just wanted to have a nice quiet Christmas, which isn't technically happening, so we'll see how it goes. And then Boxing Day is going to be the same, so we'll see how that goes. Whereas really all I want to do is cuddle up in bed with Imogen, and she's just going to have a great time. She's just going to be upstairs, napping, eating, probably pooping because she's got a litter box, whereas I'll be downstairs cooking and hosting and be the humans, which I struggle with on a daily basis anyway. These are humans that I know, so it's not as bad, but still humans nonetheless. I make it sound really awful, but it's not that bad. I don't think, anyway. And my voice is starting to go, so that's good news right there. Maybe I won't have to do any awkward socializing because I won't be able to talk. Will that make things more difficult and awkward, or will that make my life easier? We'll see, I'll let you know. And I'm hoping in the new year to be more organised and do more YouTube things and more art things, because I've been watching a lot of art YouTubers and like animation/animatic YouTubers and being like, oh man, I really wish I'd paid more attention when I was doing my degree in animation. And just wish that I'd done more this year art-wise, because, you know, could have sold some Christmas related things and all that jazz. But I suppose the next one is Easter, so I could be getting ready for that one. Not that anyone buys Easter art or Easter cards, but you know, maybe, we'll see. Maybe I could do like lots of rabbit personas for people, and they'll be like, oh yeah, it's the time of rabbits and chickens. I could draw chicken people, maybe. I don't know. It's just a thought. I'm quite good at anthropomorphic animal people, creature things. If I do say so myself, but I spent a lot of time drawing those when I was younger. So, very good at those for people. Other artwork, still need to improve upon. We'll see how that goes. And animation-wise, I'd like to learn more about it, because that is why I did the degree in the first place, but they just made it very stressful and hard whilst I was doing animation. And then I didn't even have a proper animation tutor, and she left partway through my education, so that was handy. Thank you! So yeah, I didn't learn as much as I would have liked to, and I could probably teach myself. It wouldn't be that hard. The only program I have though is Photoshop, so yeah, that goes. Oh, look at that! There was a transition and I missed it. Now we're in the winter time. Whoa, thank your seasons. So now it is all wintry outside, and I get to do all the Christmas decorations on the inside, try and make the house look all cozy and nice, which I currently fail at because I tried to use these they look super comfy and kind of old-fashioned-y, these couches from Cats and Dogs, but the colour schemes just weren't working because the cream was a bit bland, the pink was pink, and the blue just seemed cold, and I'm trying to make the house cozy and not cold because it's quite cool blue. It's not like a warm blue. So that gets changed. That gets changed. Even. To, I think I used the season ones in the end, and then I just used them in a mad swatch. Like, I think it's like a tealy green colour. But, you know, it is what it is, and then I just sort of give up on the whole, like, it's gonna be super over-the-top Christmas, and it just ends up being that it's decorated for Christmas, but the house is just a typical house, and you could probably use it any time of the year if you just wanted to get rid of the Christmas decorations, which I suppose is technically better for people, but we'll see what happens. And I will have to remember to put this on the gallery after I finish this video recording, because I always forget to do that. And I'm sorry if I sound nasally and my voice is going, but it is the winter time, and that's the thing that happens. I haven't done a voiceover in a long time as well, so that doesn't help. But yeah, I do some cool things with the decorations, which you'll see as we go along. I get rid of this fireplace in a minute because I remember that there is one that came with seasons and also came with the free holiday update that we got like years ago. And I used that one instead in a different swatch because it suited the room better and it was super Christmas, so I didn't have to worry about adding my own decorations, because you'll see me struggle with those for a while with Move Objects on. And I do some things like the wall decals I put on the windows instead, because you see a lot of that where I live, where people have like the little snowflake decals, so I use some of them from Seasons. Put them around the house and it looks super cute. This house in general, I should probably talk about a bit more. It is a 4-bedroom house, but technically sleeps 6 Sims, as it has 2 double bedrooms, a child's room and a toddler's room, which you could convert if you wish into a teen, child or whatever room, and so on and so forth. But I thought I'd kind of cater to all the ages in a way, because the kids' room's kind of like kids stroke teens. It could be either. It does have a lot of Void Critter stuff in it, but I kind of wish the Void Critter stuff teens could use as well, because, you know, Pokemon, and that's what it's based off of, and I still play Pokemon, and I'm like in my late 20s, but Pokemon's cool, and that's something we've been discussing, is possibly getting a Nintendo Switch and Pokemon Let's Go, and that would be such an amazing Christmas time, but I have to pay bills first, and that's more important and boring and adult, so we're still weighing the pros and cons of being sensible or having fun. But I think I'd rather, well, in all honesty, I'd rather have the Nintendo Switch because I really want to play all the games that are on it. But also, I don't want to be homeless because I can't pay my bills. So, adulting, yay. It sucks being an adult, seriously. Really, kids out there, if anyone's watching, please enjoy your youth. It fleets, it's fleeting, not it fleets, it's very fleeting. It disappears, and then you're like, whoa, what happened, where did it go, what? And all these adult things happen, and you spent all those years as a kid being like, oh yeah, I can't wait to be an adult, I'm so grown up, look at me, and then you get there and you're just like, why did I do this to myself? So, happy cheery times, hey, hey, hey. But yeah, so here we go, I've changed the surface, and I'm trying to do something with these wall things. It doesn't happen, I get rid of them. It was like, the house is over the top as it is, and this was just a wee bit too much for my liking, so we get rid of that. And there are these random garland thingies. I was sort of discovering stuff as I went along, and I was like, oh, where can I use this and where can I use that? And I even go in the debug menu and get out the kids' winter crafts that they can make on the little craft tables that came with seasons, so I use them as well. And we have like these things that we've got hanging from the ceiling, but they're just like made of foil and they're gold, and we have them in the living room. And I was trying to sort of make a room where it had that sort of thing in it, so I thought I'd use the hallway, and I tried to attach that bit to the banister because I was like, that'd be a thing. And I couldn't make anything on the banister, which I would have liked to do because we have garlands on my banister and lights. That's part of the Christmas things that we do, so I kind of wanted to do that because it would have been cute, but that didn't happen. So I did my best with what I had in The Sims, and that's what it looks like now. Is that crazy over the top as you come into the house, like, it's Christmas in your face, which I suppose is very good for Christmas. Here's the little decals. I do them both on the inside and the outside because you can generally see them both inside and outside when you put them on your windows in the real world, so I thought I'd do it like my sort of makeshift way for this Christmas house. And I find a lot of them, so I end up sort of like rearranging some of them. There's these cute little freezer bunny ones, which I kind of keep just one on each window in the parents' bedroom, I think they're in mostly, which I know is kind of weird, but I thought just the front of the house could have a bunch of them because that's what people are going to see. Shut up, phone. There was that little, it's like an ice snowflake. I don't even know what it's meant for, but I just used move objects on and I put it on the little eave of the porch because I thought that would look pretty cute. And yeah, using all these cool lights that came with free updates. They're not necessarily Christmas ones, but they look pretty cool. I like that they look like fairy lights and stuff, and this house is just so Christmas. I really want to do a mansion at some point that's super Christmas, but maybe that'll be next Christmas and I can spend the entire year building and recording it so I get it out on time. That'll be a first, wouldn't it? But yeah, I'm hoping in the new year to do more recording and video editing and all the other stuff because my house and my life should be slightly more organised in the new year. Fingers crossed. Please, fingers crossed for me. I think here's where I get the stuff out from, yeah, the debug menu, I think, at some point. Oh yeah, these little crackers, they were cool. I found them, and you get like these little Medusa little thingies from them, so I put the little Christmas one out because I thought like the kid who really loves void critters would have one that was Christmas themed. And then this is the little arts and crafts, and I put the table in, I think I put the table in the hall upstairs eventually, or I leave it in the kitchen. I can't quite remember where it ends up. But most of this house I really like. I have to say probably the room I like the least is the parents' bedroom because it's a wee bit green. And I mean like bright green. I like green, but it's not a Christmas green. It's like bright in your face green. So yeah, don't know what I was thinking. I think at that point I was like, I'm very tired and this has been taking me years to figure out the decoration scheme. Because I did struggle quite a lot. The building of the outside was fine. Look at that, my Sims just won 1,000,000 simoleons by using a cheat. Christmas lottery. But yeah, I did struggle with the interior because I didn't have any images to inspire me, and I was kind of like, I'm just gonna make it up as I go, which isn't always easy. Because lately I've been having a bit of a creativity slump in general, which is why I haven't been drawing as much. And why I've been watching a lot of art YouTubers to be like, inspire me. What was that noise? I don't know. There's lots of noises in my house. It's kind of creepy. But yeah, so I've been trying to find things to inspire me, to get me to draw more and be... Hello. Oh, it's the boyfriend pretending to be quiet. Merry Christmas. What are you looking for?
You're missing a glass.
You're missing a glass. What?
6 tumblers.
Oh, okay. I don't know where the missing glass would be. I'm sorry, I'm useless. But good luck. Love you.
Love you.
And I'm keeping that in the recording because I can't be bothered editing any more than I have to. He disturbed everyone. Imogen's like, what just happened? I was asleep. But yes, good luck on his Tumblr search for the setting up of Christmas. He is currently doing a lot of the hard work, as it is mostly his family that we're having tomorrow, as my mother is working. She is a nurse, and she says that she does not mind working on Christmas Day, because for you to be in a hospital at Christmas you must be very, very ill, otherwise why would you want to be there? So she's working, and my dad is chilling with my granddad, who they recently got a downstairs bathroom installed, so he can use that because he's quite an elderly man, and the house that I currently live in used to be his house, but the stairs were too steep and he couldn't get to the bathroom, hence moving out. So I would happily have him here, but I wouldn't want to put him through the stress of stairs. And I probably should have edited out these bathrooms because no one really normally cares, but I did 2 different types. Downstairs has lots of modern-y bathroom, which are all pretty much duplicated, and then the kids have their own bathroom upstairs, which is slightly more parenthood pack and like cutesy, and I think I put like the whale rug in there if I'm remembering correctly. I might not be, that might be a different house that I work on, I can't remember. And I put the litter box in there because I was like, people might want to have Christmas pets, I don't know, or just pets in general, I don't know, so I just always sort of do it as a precautionary measure. I couldn't change that stone bit because it's technically roof, so we're kind of stuck with it. And I just did the best that I could with it. I used the little flip-flop fairy lights that came with one of the free updates, where you got like a sandman instead of a snowman and a Santa with a surfboard, because I thought they were still Christmas but they were cute and they were a bit more like, you know, alternative, and this kid might be a bit alternative, which is why he's got, or she I should say, they, the child slash teen, whatever you want to have in here, has a lot of more black tones going on in the room. They have a lot of the Void Critter stuff and a lot of music related stuff, so I made it that they're into music and video games was kind of the vibe I was going with. And I never used the little Void Critter station, so I put that in because I thought maybe they'd like ask for Void Critter cards or a Void Critter game for Christmas or something, I don't know. And I was trying to make the room sort of, you know, typical, they could use it all year round, not that it was like super Christmas room. So the rooms are pretty basic, and it's just the main living spaces, like the shared living spaces, that are super Christmas. But yeah, I haven't used a lot of the stuff that I'm putting in this room before, so I thought it'd be quite cool. That space thing, so then I made them also into space, because there's a set of skateboards that have the space stuff on it look really cool, and went with the dark scheme. I go with a rug that I've not used before, I don't think. It's like, it came with the base game, it's this one, and it's got like this blue and the sandy colour, which sort of worked with the wall and the beige panels, like the beige wood panels of the bed. So we went with it. Kind of worked, and here's where I'm like, they're into science as well, science things. But yeah, I think I put the activity table, no, I think I leave the activity table out of this room because I was trying to like, maybe they're a bit more like tween teen at this point and not so much a child. They get like some robots and stuff, which are cool. And then there's like a really cute toddler room, which I think might be my typical toddler room, where it's like the cloud theme and the forest woodland theme, because I just think it's super cute. So it tends to be the one I go towards. If I had other schemes, like if I had wallpapers that looked like stars and stuff, maybe I'd do more nighttime type ones, because I think that could be pretty cute in a kid's room. And if I had more like Nordic sort of, I say Nordic, I mean like Scandinavian furniture and things, I'd probably do lots of Scandinavian kids' rooms, because if you look on Pinterest, some of the nurseries that they have and the designs are so adorable and totally what my child in the future will have. But here it is where we, oh yeah, putting in like a potty, because I'm like, this is a toddler's room. Again, I couldn't change that wall because it is like roofing technically, so I kind of just work with it because otherwise it'll work against me. And I put like decals, I think, on it to kind of like try hide it. So yeah, I do the best with what I have anyway. And I think at this point I was focusing on the kids' rooms because I was trying to avoid the master bedroom, because the master bedroom was not a simple one to come up with. And I'm sorry that this voiceover jumps around a lot between like talking about Christmas and me and talking about the build. But my brain is a jumble, it's all over the place. And yeah, I And my tea's gone cold, so that's slightly depressing because I want more tea. I was trying to make this look like grass in this room and it just didn't, so I just left it as wood. I was like, whatevs, never mind, I give up. But yeah, I think it's cute, I like it, and I felt having a child and a toddler would make it super like fun and Christmassy and crazy, because, you know, kids sort of make Christmas that way, which is why it kind of sucks as you get older, because even if you're excited about Christmas, you don't have all the same excitement with, like, you know, like, oh my god, Santa's coming and I've got to do this and I've got to do that, because Santa doesn't give us presents anymore because we're like old fogies, and he's like, I make toys for kids. So, and I suppose if you had to check the naughty and nice list for all of us adults, he'd like never have time to make toys. So I get it, it's cool, Santa, it's cool, bro, I don't blame you. But yeah, I had a little girl today in Instaq whilst I was out shopping, and she was just like, Mom, are we done? Can we go home? Are we finished? And she was like, almost. Why? What's wrong? And she was like, I need to have a bath and I need to get to bed right now. And she was like, the middle of the day, it was like 2 in the afternoon. And Mum was like, what are you on about? And she was like, he comes tonight, Mum. I need to be prepared. And it was just so good. And there was another kid recently, and he was being a bit of a brat when we were out shopping recently. Like, I could hear his mum like moaning at him because he was being a bit annoying. And she turned around and she said to him that, like, I'll tell Santa, I'll WhatsApp him, you know, I've got his number. And I just thought that was amazing that, like, technology has advanced so far that we can WhatsApp Santa to scare our children. So that was quite funny. But yeah, it is the joy of children at Christmas that I feel makes it more alive. And look, see, here's the green, here comes the terrible green room. But yeah, so, and like my cousins and stuff aren't as little as they used to be, and they're not into stuff as much. And then Sean's niece and nephew are sort of getting older and not into all that stuff as much, which makes me sad because I basically have a very childish mind when it comes to Christmas. Like, my tree is really colourful and I don't follow any particular trends. Like, for a couple of years my mum was very much silver and blue decorations, and I was like, nah, we're going all crazy colours because that's what a kid would do, and it's meant to be magical and make your imagination go wild. So that's how it is in my house. And like, as I said, we've got the sort of ceiling garland foil thingies, which were from Sean's childhood, and I'm trying to recreate things from that as well, because, you know, Christmas is magical. My cousins came and visited from France yesterday. They arrived and we did Christmas cookies. Like, I baked a batch, and I was meant to do like a single batch as the recipe said, but I didn't read that the single batch makes 45 cookies, and normally they make, like, you know, 20 at most. So I was like, I'll just make a double batch, it'll be fine. I ended up making like 65 biscuits. So I was like, oh well, we have plenty to decorate. I don't think we got through them all. I think there was like 15 that we didn't decorate maybe, but yeah, this bread room isn't as bad as I remember it being. It's still not great, and it's not what I'd necessarily pick myself, but it's not as bad as I thought. It's unique and different. But yeah, so we did biscuit decorating anyway, is what I should carry on saying. So that was fun, and the kids actually really enjoyed that, so that was a bonus. Kept them occupied for a bit, kept me occupied for a bit. I was meant to go work with the hedgehog sanctuary again, but I was just too busy and didn't have the time or energy to get it done, and I felt really bad. So I'll be doing a lot more of that in the new year as well, because I felt a bit rubbish that I couldn't go and look after the hedgehogs for just a little bit. So yeah, sorry hedgehog sanctuary people, sorry hedgehogs, I hope you had a nice time. Ugh. I know my friend went and she said like it was okay, but I still feel bad. I should have gone. But I have discovered that I have a hedgehog cookie cutter, so I could make hedgehog cookies and raise money for the hedgehog sanctuary and make up for it that way. We'll see what happens. But yeah, I actually really enjoyed doing baking again. I haven't done it in a long time. Like, not that kind of fun, creative baking. Like, I've done brownies and things like that, but they're just tray bakes. But yeah, so it was fun doing that, and it was fun having the Christmas spirit and making things colourful and woo. Such as this house. I got the, oh, what are they called? Why is my brain failing me? The flower arrangement flowers from the debug menu, and in the little pictures they look beautiful, but then when you get them out they all just go like plain and green, and I can't remember if I fixed that or not, so I'm very sorry if there's just a bunch of plain green plants throughout the house where they've got like, you know, the floristry foam sort of thing in the base. Like, sorry about that. Yeah, I did do sort of a backyard thing because, I don't know, you might be a crazy person who's like, let's have a barbecue for Christmas dinner. I'd do that one, yeah, that'd be pretty cool. And there's like the fire pit because, you know, you might want to roast marshmallows. This becomes an enclosed porch, I believe, at another point because I was trying to figure out what to do with it, and then I was like, you know what, I need a flower arrangement station and like something else, like I think the woodworking station. So I change it to suit that, and I have like the green and red theme going on with the chairs and stuff because it's Christmas and I'm very stereotypical. But yeah, whew, we don't have much longer for me talking and you suffering. Yeah, this is when I was trying to add animal stuff because you might have pets, and the guy I had a dog. She's called Lulu. She is a Great Dane. She is adorable. So I was like, trying to figure out how to make all that work throughout the house, to make it animal and people and child friendly. So I did my best, and I hope that it's good enough for you guys, because it was good enough for me. But yeah, I think I only have like 10 minutes left of rambling aimlessly and you guys suffering, and if you haven't listened to me then I totally respect that, and you don't hear me respecting that, but whatevs. I kind of expect some people to just like skip to the end and watch the screenshots, or just like listen to something else whilst having me on mute, which is cool, it's fine, whatevs. But if you did listen to me, thank you very much for joining me, it was lovely. I'm glad we could have this time together. Not that I've finished, because as I said, I've got another 10 minutes of your time to steal whilst we work on the beautiful kitchen. I absolutely love this flooring that came with Jungle Adventure, and I always try and use it in like loads of my builds because it's the kind of the sort of black version of it is what I wanted in my kitchen. I just have like typical black slate, but I would have loved to have the sort of slightly different tones throughout the different tiles and stuff like that for all of those people who don't care about interior design. Sorry. But yeah, and I got to use the green on the wall, the tiles, because I thought like, that's Christmas, yay, green. And I thought it went well with the orange floor, it's quite cute. So and there's a lot of dark wood throughout this house, is like one of the heavy schemes. The kitchen, I suppose, is a bit more traditional. Maybe I should have made it a bit more modern, my bad. But I liked it, I think it was cute, and it went well with like all the little Christmassy decorations and things, and the windows and the house. Maybe this is like the last room they need to do up, or they haven't bothered. And I say it looks traditional, but looking at it I'm thinking I see a lot of American homes on TV and YouTube and stuff, and a lot of them still have kitchens that are like this. They're like all uber modern, whereas I feel in the UK, if it was like this, we'd be like, oh, what an old-fashioned kitchen, it could do with updating, and then we'd end up going for like a Scandinavian IKEA kitchen like I have. Well, I went for a B&Q kitchen, which is the cheap IKEA, and IKEA's already cheap. But I poor people. So anyway, what are you guys doing for this season? Like, do you celebrate Christmas? Don't you celebrate Christmas? I'd like to know. Please let me know what you did. I can't speak at all, Lily. What you did, or what you did instead of Christmas, what you got at Christmas, if you did celebrate Christmas, what you got for Hanukkah, because I knew they do like 8 days of presents. I'm not really sure the whole thing of a Hanukkah. Maybe someone could explain that in the description down below. Bleh, in the comments if they feel like doing that. That would be cool. I like learning about these different things in different cultures. Any other culture that I am completely blanking on, feel free. Like Kwanzaa, I don't know when you celebrate that time of year wise, but let me know. I like learning, it'll be interesting, and I can be more inclusive then of people. Yeah, so I think, well, I still have time that I need to keep talking, and I'm running out of voice and oxygen and energy, but I never have energy, so that's not new. But I sincerely hope that all of you out there, if you did or didn't watch and, you know, get to the end, I appreciate anyone who did, and if you didn't get to the end, that's okay. I still wish anyone who clicked on this video to have a very merry time of year, be it Christmas or not. Whew. And that I hope you all weren't as stressed as I have been, because boy has it been hard. And I'm trying to stay all cheery and merry and yay. But yeah, I'm kind of a Grinch at the moment, and that's kind of, I think, why I did Christmas builds, because I was like, let's make myself feel Christmassy and do some Christmas builds. Whether or not that worked, I don't really know yet until tomorrow. We'll see how I feel. I'm also one of those people who's super rubbish at receiving presents. I'm very good at giving them. I really like giving presents and making people happy and seeing their reaction of like, oh my god, this is something I genuinely love and really will enjoy, yay. But then when I receive gifts, the way I explain it to people is that I am very British. Not that I want to be very British, I just am. I've been made to be very British, or indoctrinated to be very British, if that's the right term. I might be using that incorrectly, I don't care. But what I mean by that is, when we see Americans get presents, like children, adults, whatever, and you see it on YouTube, and they're all like, oh my god, that's amazing, thanks so much, I love it, and all that kind of stuff, and you're like, wow, they genuinely love it, or they cry, or whatever. Whereas here in British land, we have been trained not to be that way, because, like, you know, don't be over the top, off, no one likes that, makes everyone feel uncomfortable, no. So when you open a present and you enjoy it, you're like, oh thank you, that's splendid, that's lovely, thank you. And everyone's like, do they really love it? Don't they really love it? I was hoping for a bit of a better reaction, and I kind of suffer from like I don't want to overreact and freak people out, but the inside of me like wants to be all like, oh my god, it's so beautiful, thank you so much, you know me so well. I'll be like, wow, that's so cool, but I just can't at the moment. Like when it happens, I'm just like, thanks, yeah. I'm also really bad at accepting compliments, so that could be a reason why. So that's something I'll have to work on. Maybe that can be one of my New Year's resolutions, is be more enthusiastic, because I wish I was. But yeah, I don't know, maybe other people out there suffer from this and it's not just me being a crazy person, it's like a very typical thing. I don't know. But here, look, we're having the little enclosed potty thing where I put some extra stuff because I felt the house needed it. But yes, I think I'm finally coming towards the end of the video, and this entire voiceover is a complete mess, and I genuinely am thankful for anyone who made it to the end and suffered along with me, or suffered me, just listening to me, because I can imagine it was quite painful. I'm probably not even going to listen to this voiceover, like I know I should, to do, you know, healthy editing and be a proper YouTuber and whatever, but meh. It'll be fine. It'll be alright. Maybe someone will listen, maybe someone won't. I don't know. It's okay. But yeah, so thankfully we're at the end though. Yay! And tomorrow is Christmas. Yay! So and I don't really know how to end the video. I don't know how to finish it. I don't know how to outro it. I know I have like that little thing that I usually say of like, thanks so much for watching the video, hope you enjoyed it. Please feel free to leave a like or comment down below letting me know what you liked and what you didn't like and where I can improve, but be kind, because I'm a weak little bean and I might cry. And the take care, be kind, bye-bye thing that I normally do, which I've technically just done, so I don't have to do that now. That's nice. But I don't know how to actually sum up all the things we discussed. I'm doing a lot of hand gestures that you guys can't see because, woohoo, caffeine at nighttime, not the best plan. But yeah, anyway, I think we're in the screenshots, which means that you can look at the beautifulness and be like, wow, she talked forever, but the house is alright, that's cool, and feel free to download it. It'll be on my origin page, which is LadySmitan, and look, yay, screenshots, bye!